you know, if you think about people in general, who are the wealthiest people in the world? Guys, throw some answers. Who are the wealthiest people in the world, in your opinion? Bill Gates. Okay. Donald Trump. Anybody else? Oprah. Okay. Okay. Tony Robbins. Okay. Yeah. Warren Buffett. Okay. Yeah, I actually. Richard Branson. Okay. Now it's funny because think about where you guys are going, and I really agree with you that a lot of these people, at least by my standards, are very rich people in their heart and their spirit. They're out there making a difference. And I also think that probably part of your reasoning is they're ultra, they have a lot of money. I mean, all of them that you just named are like uber billionaires, right? You know, I actually would say that, and I had a lesson I learned a couple of years ago, that the wealthiest people in the world, at least in my book, are children. You know, because children really haven't been poisoned and intoxicated by American and really global consumerism, right? And there's no limit to their thinking. And I actually had this experience about 2 years ago. My son Jonathan, he's 6 now, he's about 4 years old. And I decided that I wanted to teach him how to play Yahtzee, because actually my uncle Gary, taught me how to play Yahtzee when I was probably like 3 or 4 years old. I always remember that. So I have a Yahtzee game, and I decided to pull it out, and I'm going to teach my son the game of Yahtzee. I'm going to teach him some great life lessons and the whole bit. And my wife actually has a really interesting view on children. She believes that children are here to teach you. You're not here to teach children. And I didn't quite get that until this one day. So I sit down with my son, and I'm trying to explain the game to him. And I'm like, okay, listen, you know, when you get all these dice the same, we get to yell Yahtzee, right? We get to go Yahtzee, right? And so he's like all excited, he's really jazzed. And so, you know, I get distracted, I turn around, he rolls the dice and he goes, Yahtzee! And I'm like, what? I look and it's like, you know, he's got a 2 and a 3 and a 6, you know, and a 1. And I'm like, John, that's not Yahtzee, buddy, you're not getting it. No. You gotta have, they gotta all be 5s, and they gotta all be 1s, right? He's like, okay, I got it, right? So he goes to roll the dice again, he rolls it, and he goes, Yahtzee! And I'm like, what you got? And I'm looking, I'm like, no, you got 2 6s and a 4. And this went on for a few minutes, and I literally started to get angry. I mean, I was pissed off. I was like, you are not playing the game right. You cannot say Yahtzee until you get a Yahtzee. And don't do that, okay? You're scaring me. So sure enough, I run into the kitchen. You know, he does a thing, he rolls in, he's Yahtzee! I'm like, I run in, I'm like, okay, this isn't working. He doesn't get it, right? And you know, what I realized that day was really a slap upside the head to me, was, you know, he just wanted to celebrate, you know? He just wanted to celebrate. He wanted to feel wealthy with every roll of the dice, right? He didn't want to wait until every dice was the same. And don't we do that in life? Right? We kind of get into this pattern where it's like, okay, when I've got $1 million in the bank and I've got 6% body fat and I'm, you know, married to the love of my life and we make love 3 times a day, you know, that then I get to feel wealthy, right? Yeah, and Yahtzee. So let's try it right now, okay? Put your books down if you got a book. Everybody try it with me. You ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, Yahtzee! All right, who here feels better than they felt a moment ago? All right, let's do one more at like level 10. You ready? One more at level 10. 1, 2, 3, Yahtzee! Wow, you guys remind me of my son. You remind me of my son. Here, just so you know I'm telling you the truth. Here he is rolling the dice. Here he is in mid-celebration, and here he is, full tilt boogie, right? So my son is here to teach me, I'm not here to teach him. So my goal for you guys is to find more ways to yell Yahtzee, all right? Everybody up for that, say aye. Aye. All right, everybody up for that, say Yahtzee. Yahtzee! All right.